Kick to the gut. I like it.
It's WrestleMania season. How we doing? It's Mister Young.
And it's for in the building, bro.
What?
Wait. Before we start, bro, I didn't know that The Rock is gonna be turning out at WrestleMania, bro.
Wait, hold on. What? The Rock? Wait. Do you have some kind of breaking news? What are you talking about? What do you mean The Rock?
You didn't know about the latest addition to the WrestleMania card?
No.
Chris Rock versus Will Smith, bro.
Hey, stop lah, lama. I thought what only? Okay. So, explain this Chris Rock Will Smith thing right now because I barely caught it as well. It has to do with the Oscars, is it?
Yes, bro. Okay, bro. I need to set the context. Okay?
Yeah.
I just came back fresh from a nice one-day staycation,
Aiyo.
just chilling.
Sure.
So yeah, as I was checking out, right, I just had the Oscars in the background. I mean, I don't give a shit lah. I don't care. I don't even know who's winning or whatever. And then Chris Rock was just randomly on stage, typical hosting, like presenting an award, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So he started being Chris Rock, started cutting jokes right all around the room. Then suddenly he go make a joke at Jada Pinkett Smith.
Ooh.
And then it was like, because she's botak now. So apparently she's botak because of some sort of like illness.
Okay.
She's taking chemo or some shit like that. I didn't know the context. So he just said like, congrats on your new role for G.I. Jane 2.
Right.
So it's like, okay lah, a botak joke, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's fucked up. But okay, fine, I laugh lah.
Yeah.
But then, this wasn't scripted. This wasn't pro wrestling, bro.
Okay.
Will Smith stood up from where he was seated, walked up the stage right in front of Chris Rock and slapped the shit out of him, bro.
Wait. Are you sure this wasn't a work? So
That is no, bro. It's not.
he really got offended by the joke. Well, I mean, his wife is going through some kind of illness, so any sort of joke might have been a little bit too off color, as it were.
Bro, he slapped the shit. He like if he was a wrestler, right? He was trying to protect the business, bro. He really slapped the shit out
Give
of
him some stiff shots. Okay, I need to see the video because obviously I missed it. I didn't, I was actually just taking a nap.
Yeah.
So
understood.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My God.
But why I knew it wasn't a work, right, was because after he walked down, right?
Yeah.
And then Chris Rock was stunned. He's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then he started shouting, and this is live telecast, bro.
Yeah.
Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
Oh, shit.
The entire theater went quiet, bro. And then they cut to a video package.
Oh, right, like awkward cut, like, oh shit, we don't know what to do. They should have cut it earlier.
He was still supposed to continue his speech. Then he's like, let's just throw to the package.
Right. Oh my God.
And you know what's the most ironic part? This is really WrestleMania, bro.
Yeah.
In the end of the night, Will Smith won Best Actor for his role, bro.
Wait, what movie?
King Richard, I think, about the Serena and Venus Williams story biography. But anyway, so he had to go on stage and give an acceptance speech, and he apologized, legitimately, like, this is supposed to be my happiest because he's never won an Oscar before.
Yeah.
Biggest moment of his life, but then at this biggest moment of his life, this shit lah, fuck him up.
No.
Bro, biggest story coming of Oscars, bro. And I tell you, it leads up to WrestleMania season. Just nice. Vince McMahon, come, let's book it.
This one more exciting, bro, than WrestleMania's card.
Oh, yeah. Nice
chat.
segue, bro. Nice
segue.
segue.
Chat, let's be real. Jump in. Let us know how excited you are for WrestleMania. Some people I know, right? They are like, WrestleMania is this weekend, man. Like, they didn't even realize the date, or, well, maybe the hype is not there. But then again, you can say that celebrity-wise, main event-wise, it's pretty hyped.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, they're supposed to sell out, 100,000 seats?
Yeah.
But can they do it each night?
I mean, people are still itching to go back to, live entertainment. So I guess yes. Especially post-pandemic. I'm also very surprised though that they are still advertising for Stand and Deliver, like ticket sales, which says to me, that means still got tickets available, means not selling out quite yet.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be in a big arena, right? It's still gonna be in like performance center.
No, I think that one is in Dallas. So I'm not sure exactly where, yeah.
Are you saying that this is the first time the NXT 2.0 roster is performing in front of like a proper arena size?
I think so. Let me go double check it so we don't spread fake news, huh? Event will take place on the same day as night 1 of WrestleMania 38. Oh, so this is starting a lot earlier than WrestleMania night 1, leh.
Ew, are you serious?
Okay,
wait,
so
this is real or fake news, bro? Don't become like Wake Up Singapore, bro.
Don't kena Pofma.
No Pofma, guys.
I think Pofma don't care about pro wrestling lah.
Okay. In the meantime, while you're checking out the news, I just say hi to the people in the chat.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Jason, Daniel? What's up, Haley? Thanks, guys, for joining. Yeah, guys. Will Smith shoot his shot.
Oh
Dead
my
shot.
God.
Just shot it, guys. You all damn funny already. I just start already.
That's why. Oh, Muhammad Daniel filled us in. He's like 12 midnight for Stand and Deliver. What? Stand and Delivery? No, Muhammad. Hey, this one not Grab or Deliveroo. This one is Stand and Deliver, no delivery.
Hey, you starting your pre-break fasting dawn earlier. Your dawn meal too early, bro. 12 p.m. is 12 a.m. is not the right time, bro. 4 a.m., bro.
12? It's legit 12 midnight. It makes sense, right? Because it's supposed to happen right. So it's like Stand and Deliver is the pre-show lah.
Isn't 12 midnight like midday in the US?
Yeah. No wonder tickets are not selling. Who the hell is going to go to Stand and Deliver at the American Airlines Center and then after that go to the big arena for WrestleMania? It has to be like a vastly different crowd, no?
Yeah. Or it's like a walk-in crowd lah. They just want to go, or unless they're having the convention all around the area, then there will be a reason to watch.
Right. Wow.
Remember back in the day when NXT was really a developmental brand, they had like NXT matches on WrestleMania conventions. Ooh, is it like that? I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but okay, I ain't gonna be watching this at midnight and then, trying to go to sleep.
Midnight Sunday or
Oh, midnight Singapore time. Saturday, I would assume.
Saturday morning.
Yeah,
Friday.
April the 2nd Saturday, which Sunday morning for us.
Okay, so it's literally the day, the afternoon before night one of WrestleMania.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, very weird timing.
Is there such a thing as too much wrestling? I think this is an indication of yes, because I'm not going to watch Stand and Deliver followed by night one and then after that WrestleMania night two. That seems like a lot.
And then thinking about watching Raw and SmackDown and Hall of Fame, AEW.
Okay, yeah. This might be an overload.
Bro, this is why this whole week I'm on leave, bro.
Oh, hey, smart idea. Maybe I should go and take some leave.
still got now, bro. It's time to clear out some leave, bro.
Perhaps. Okay. So, before we jump into anything, so today what we're going to do is we are going to preview WrestleMania. We're going to preview Stand and Deliver very quickly as well. But also, be sure, if you haven't already checked us out on all our platforms, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram. Of course, if you're listening to the podcast, what's up? Thanks for downloading the podcast on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts and wherever else you get your podcasts. Check out the live stream. It is on YouTube. Search out Kick to the Gut. And of course, we have a Patreon page as well. So if you want to take the support to another level, because we already appreciate that you're listening to us, that you're joining us here on live chat. We appreciate that you're jumping into the Discord and chatting with everybody and, spreading all that wrestling news and stuff like that, right? But beyond that, if you want to take your support to the next level, we have several tiers of Patreon as well.
Yeah, man, guys. For those of you who are asking whether today is live, today is pre-recorded, don't worry, we are live. Yeah. You can see me right now. If I punch Mister Young right now, he will react.
Oh, really? Come, punch.
1, 2, 3.
No need to 1, 2, 3. Hey, you what? Are we in Elevation Dark? AEW?
Bro, I'm still in My Rise, bro. I just started out in the Performance Center. That's why.
Oh my god. Okay, are you enjoying the game from My Rise?
Yeah, man. I have actually completed an entire 50-week simulation of my GM mode.
Okay.
I tell you, bro, you become like Football Manager. You just end up simming the matches.
Yes. You have no time to play the matches.
Yeah, the joy doesn't come from playing the matches. The joy comes from getting the right response, getting your fans, building your fans, signing draftees. It's like all behind the scenes stuff.
But you know what I mean when I say that a bit cheat lah, the computer, sometimes like on a random SmackDown, just to get a high rating, they got Hell in a Cell followed by Last Man Standing, followed by TLC or some stupid combination which would never happen in real life. I feel like to make it more realistic, at least limit the amount of specialty matches you can have on SmackDowns on TVs.
Yeah. Speaking of unrealistic, right? Like sometimes like the opposing brand will have like their pick of superstars and they get like very chalat picks,
Okay.
But somehow, right, that chalat pick, right, can main event Raw and win the WWE title and actually get 5 stars in the match.
I've seen Brock Lesnar open their card, followed by main event R-Truth versus Jinder Mahal. Like what? For the WWE Championship.
Don't sleep on Jinder Mahal's fan base, bro.
Okay, fine. Don't hinder the Jinder. Muhammad Daniel mentions that the Hall of Fame is actually on a SmackDown. Oh my god.
Yeah, so from what I understand, if you're looking at it from Singapore time point of view, Saturday morning will be SmackDown, Rampage, and then Hall of Fame.
Wow, so it starts from Saturday, ah?
So yeah, the nonsense starts from Saturday morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Then after that, we'll take a bit of a break. And then Sunday midnight will be start of NXT Stand and Deliver, and then the rest of the WrestleMania week.
All right, well, good luck to us wrestling fans, because you know we have to watch it no matter what, right?
You know what's then watching it?
What's that?
Having to review the whole damn thing next week.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You know what though? I think hopefully we can try to do it. Maybe okay. Most likely for me, I know I'll be doing something else while WrestleMania is going on, and then whatever catches my attention, then I'll perk up.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. Discord, I'm pretty sure is gonna be lit on the days. Please discuss and talk, share your opinions, and then we can talk over there while the show is happening, and then we'll join in for our review. Hopefully, there's some newsworthy things that's coming out of the show.
So yeah, join us on the Discord. The link is in the description. Then of course, next Monday we'll come on 12 noon as per always. Hopefully WrestleMania will be over and done with, and then we'll talk about WrestleMania itself, night 2, which is supposed to be the big one, the huge main event. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Fiaz, it's good to see you, Mr. House of Black over there. I know Fiaz loves the vibe because he's a like a heavy metal sort of a deathcore rocker himself, right? But the music aside, the look aside, can we really be honest and say that House of Black is just like what? Who have they been feuding with, bro? You tell me.
Well, I remember they fought the Death Triangle.
Yep.
That was the most recent one.
What are they involved in now? Some nonsense.
No idea, bro.
Yeah.
I know something. Finally, I don't know where they're gonna finally pick it up, but Malaka Black posted an IG story of holding the eye patch.
Oh, the Julia Hart thing?
Yeah, I don't know why they dropped it for a couple of months. I don't know why they bring it back, but
bro,
okay. Sure.
This is best booker of the year things. Tony Khan things. Just forgetting about shit because he's now too busy. He got ROH stuff. Also, once in a while, your storyline, he will slip. It will slip his mind. If you don't remind him, he won't. Oh yeah, shit! I forgot about you. Either that, or he'll shove it into Rampage or on Elevator Dark.
Isn't that like the pitfall of Vince McMahon? Like once the company grows too big, he can't really give the kind of attention to detail that.
So, which means, right, what he needs, he being Tony Khan, is to hire talent managers and, well, more people. And, well, we'll just see lah. Like you said, the bigger the company gets, the more people there are, more than likely, it will become more and more like the WWE, where people get lost in the shuffle.
Do you want to delegate talents? Like, can you delegate
your
job?
You have to. If not, you're going to be spread so thin. Okay, just today should be a WWE-centric pod. The past few weeks of AEW have been meh. I've completely just stopped watching Rampage altogether. There's nothing there that's exciting to me anymore. There's one thing that pissed me off. I only saw it because of you know AEW social game is quite strong. They post these clips almost instantly. Hook going up the ramp, walking past Danhausen. I'm like, motherfucker, if they book Hook, like, because right now to me Hook is the best thing booked on Rampage, right?
Yeah.
If they book him in a program with Danhausen, I will be so pissed. But thankfully he knows so whatever the fuck this shit is. and walked away. And I hate that the commentators are like, he cursed him. It didn't work. Like, oh my god, Chris, stop. Yeah. I love Chris Jericho. You know I'm a mark for Chris Jericho, but like, bro, don't even try to sell this. It's dumb.
That's the thing. It's Chris Jericho getting in on the act, playing along.
Well, he can because he's just goofing off at this point. He's just there to make money, have fun, right?
Yeah.
You can't fault him, but like, I really hope that if they are to do anything, they get in a match and Hook just dismantles Danhausen, and we move on.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But that makes everybody else look like an asshole. Whoever has sold his offense.
From what I understand, Danhausen came into the company like nursing an injury. That's why we haven't seen him in the ring. So
wait, hold on. You're telling me that they signed him, he's all elite, he has an injury, so why not do vignettes? He can do vignettes, can he not? Yeah, do vignettes to explain his powers or magic. No, he's just there and as usual, Tony Khan expects us to know what he does, who he is, what he's about, cursing people. Like, curse you. I curse you.
Chao Chi. Okay, never mind. you know what's funny? Like I really think, right, we're starting to see that maybe Tony Khan is spreading himself too thin. Just my opinion.
He is, yeah.
Because the people, there are very obvious examples of people being lost in the shuffle. Ruby Soho.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? I think that's just a perfect example. But if I were to offer a counter argument to why I do in a kind of in a ways do enjoy Rampage, is because it's very inoffensive. Okay, other than Danhausen. When I say inoffensive, right, like in the hour, right, of wrestling, right, I like certain wrestlers and certain feuds that I know wouldn't get the time of day on Dynamite. Like for example, this past Rampage was the main event was for the FTW Championship. So they are now trying to treat the FTW Championship like a legitimate title.
But oh my god, then don't you have too many titles already? We all know it's a joke title. It's not to be taken seriously, you know. Oh, do we have? No, we're good. Okay, I think we have.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
Our first drop in signal for a second there. Hey, My Republic, get your shit together, god damn it.
Hopefully it's not Singtel, but you got my point, right? That's what I meant.
Yeah, I got your point. It's the sort of, okay, well, to your point, it's the sort of show you just have, and it's just in the background. It's just not going to be like outrageously nonsensical. It's not going to be serious wrestling. It's just there, you know. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Maybe you should have a proper show to highlight. Like you said, there's so much talent anyway. I would rather see Miro. I would rather see Ruby Soho. And okay, can we? One more thing. I know. One more thing. I'd been so high on Dynamite for the past couple of weeks, right? And then the past Dynamite, like no CM Punk. The MJF stuff was alright. The Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley, like this one, I got annoyed because Jon Moxley was on the mic for the most of this, and I've never been drawn in, enthralled by Jon Moxley's promos because he's just pacing back and forth, rambling on and on. Just not a fan.
Wait, to correct you, CM Punk did return this week.
Did he?
He did that. He had that like long drawn out match with Dex Harwood. Yeah, but
he opened the show. That's right. Yes,
he opened the show. But the clear direction for Punk now is that he's going for the title, right? He kept motioning. Yeah, he's going for the title.
He did this, and then of course the this annoyed me from a presenter point of view.
Yeah,
and I'm very surprised because JR didn't catch it. He kept talking about some rubbish. And then, like, you had to wait for Excalibur to jump in. But by that time, the camera had already panned away. They're showing something else. JR, being the professional, that maybe he just missed it. Like, people make mistakes. It's fine, right? But to me, at that moment, I was like, oh, wait. He's gesturing for the belt. And nobody brought it up until later. So I was like, yikes. Okay, JR needs to look closer at the mic or just interrupt himself.
They didn't catch it at the time that, you know, you're supposed to be highlighted when he's right front center.
Yeah, like he's literally, like, I know what you're saying. Like now I remember suddenly, like he was on the top turnbuckle and he was doing this whole like I want belt, right? Deal. And then of course they're like, oh, which belt is he going for? Like he's gonna go for the TNT title. Anyway. oh, maybe he's going for the tag team titles, bro.
No, definitely not TNT, definitely not the FTW championship. It is for Hangman's title. Come on.
Well, face versus face. CM Punk. If anybody can pull it off, I guess it would be CM Punk. But
honestly, I wouldn't want to see that.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I would really, really want is fuck it, let Adam Cole beat Hangman Page.
Yes, and have CM Punk versus Adam Cole.
Because Adam Cole have said numerous times in interviews that CM Punk was the one that brought him to the business.
And also,
so he's one of.
Let's face it, Adam Page right now, completely sort of like as a champion brings no value, which I mean, you know, they say like the champion makes the belt. Like at this point the belt means nothing. It really is damn bad.
That's why. Anyway, I wanted to like go back to your point about like Moxley. They were talking about like recruiting, blah blah blah. Yeah, you're right. I tuned out a bit. You know, one thing I realized, I miss Bryan Danielson talking on the mic.
Yeah, he just stand there and smile.
Since William Regal come, it's been William Regal talking on the mic. Now it's Jon Moxley. And yeah, you're right. Brian Danielson is just chilling one corner.
I think what it is, he wants to give everybody else time to do their thing also. I get it. But at the same time, like I just said, every time he gets on the mic, it's this rambly thing. He kind of doesn't get to the point. And it's a departure from before Revolution where everything was very exciting and snappy. So now it's, I don't know if they're just relaxing because, WrestleMania season, so everyone's going to be looking that side. We just chill a bit or what. But the last few Dynamites have been kind of a letdown to me. And the biggest letdown of all, guess.
Chris Jericho?
No, I'm fine with the Jericho Appreciation Society. You see, that stuff is now he's just doing his comedy stuff. And he's always done that. It's nothing too outrageously offensive. You can roll your eyes at it, sure, but it's not like just the worst. What do you think I'm just rolling my eyes at non-stop now? Come on.
I mean, this kind of reaction usually is a Young Bucks situation.
It's not even Young Bucks. Have we seen much of the Young Bucks? Not really, right?
Yeah, not really.
Which is great.
Good.
No, but you're on the right train of thought. We're talking about a tag team, bro.
Okay, tag team division. Jeff Hardy boys, the way they're being booked. Okay.
Look,
let's talk about that.
Let's talk about the fact that the Hardys obviously still get popped. They are a hot commodity, right? But let's face it, how old are they? They only have so many matches left, right?
Yeah.
Why are they not in a program versus the Young Bucks right now? Why are you fucking wasting their time with the Butcher and the Blade? Why is Jeff jumping off horrid balconies on the Butcher and the Blade? Who gives a shit? I don't care. Like that. Oh my, those two, the Hardys are limited time offer only. Their bodies are not holding out any longer. They should be in only marquee matches. Why? Oh, to me, Tony Khan, like he got the cool, like, I have the cool acquisition. Okay lah, like that lah. I have nothing for you.
Is AEW wasting their appearances?
Yes, 100% yes. Like, this is literally like the third week that Jeff Hardy has showed up, right? The third or fourth, I can't remember how many weeks already. But now, and he's already jumping off balconies and shit like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you're right. Like Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. The problem is, right, it's not just Jeff. It's Matt also, bro.
Matt
has been so watered down.
Yeah.
And now you have to hit him back up. So they're trying to use Jeff Hardy to hit both of them back up together. You get what I mean?
But bro, it's working. You can tell the crowd freaking wants to see them together just for nostalgia, right? They are the original like hype team. Yeah, like Team Extreme, that kind of thing. But now you're wasting time with, I don't call it, even as a tune-up match. You want to call it a tune-up match? Fine. Let them have a match. Let them destroy the Butcher and the Blade. Let them destroy Isaiah Cassidy. Look, Butcher and the Blade, I know they're trying to push young talent, but those teams are nowhere near the drawing power of a Hardys. And yet you're having them, like, you know, jump off shit for nothing, no reason.
Bro, it's equivalent to like you have Edge back, right? You know that he's a limited number of windows matches that he can have. Yeah. Then you make him fight Baron Corbin.
Yep. Hey. Put some respect on Baron. No, I wouldn't even say that. It's like him fighting Akira Tozawa. No disrespect to Akira Tozawa. But look, Butcher and the Blade, who are they?
Who are you?
Who are you? Yeah, I know, right? I just think that it's a terrible waste of a limited resource. I call the Hardys a limited resource because you get a hot team like this, there is the law of diminishing returns. You see them every single week, you get bored already. The shine wears off. And then after that, they're just another team that's there.
Bro, best example of the law of diminishing returns is clearly Goldberg.
Oh, yes, exactly. That's exactly right. And I mean, credit to, remember WWE when they brought the Hardys back? Bam! First visual of them at WrestleMania. Impact. Yes. They make an impact. Now, you know, the first thing I remember from Jeff Hardy's debut is dancing while his brother gets beat up.
I cannot, okay, bro. But yet admit that is very memorable. I can't forget that.
Okay, yeah, don't come in to make the save and everything, but I hope they wake up their idea with the Hardys and book them properly lah.
Yeah, it's great that you mentioned the Hardys. I don't know whether I can do a quick talk about Lita's Broken Skull sessions.
Oh, I haven't watched it. Go ahead. Yes.
Oh man, okay, you should. One thing I love about this kind of interviews that Stone Cold does, right, is especially when they have a history together.
Uh-huh.
Or they have chemistry. Because sometimes I forget that Lita has been in the ring with Stone Cold a lot of time during the Attitude Era.
She kinda stunned by him a few times or so.
Kena stunned. She kena a terrible like chair shot attack when it was Triple H and Stone Cold beating out the Hardys.
Yeah, the two-man power trip, right? Yeah.
Two-man power trip. And then of course Lita talking about their neck injuries and like how they bonded over that. Because the thing is, I was actually thinking like, are they still gonna bring out Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, age kind of shit? They actually brought it up, but there was a different angle to it. When you see when Edge and Lita got into the ring and became heels, right? There was like instant chemistry that they got from being on the road together.
Sure.
While Matt was injured at home.
Yeah. So they developed the chemistry while they were, they were, doing what they were doing.
Chemistry indeed.
I.e. each other.
Yeah. And the best part is, right, bro? The best part, and I think you as a Attitude Era guy will appreciate this story. Stone Cold went into a deep dive on Lita's tongue.
Oh my God.
as in like the idea behind coming that up with a concept. Like
right. Like I think only Edge and Matt Hardy have deep dived into Lita's. Anyway.
It's so weird when like I don't think of Stone Cold as a pervert.
No. He's like the senior statesman of the WWE at that point.
Yeah, he's
right?
cool. So it's so interesting because like they were talking about like how her wardrobe changes from when she was with S.A. Rios to the Hardy Boys, helped elevated her to become a star.
Right.
And then to hear Stone Cold trying to like describe like, hey man, you had this like a hot like latex kind of look, and then now like bringing up that tongue, I think like that's so wild, that's so cool, like that brings it up to the next level. Like it's like he's trying to say it, like, hey, you become like damn hot but like he can't say it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he wanted to bring it up, but he couldn't say it without sounding like a chicopet lah.
Yeah, yes, that's the thing. It's so funny because you don't associate Stone Cold with being a chicopet. Like if Jerry Lawler says it, it's like weird, right? But Stone Cold lovable.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that aside, I mean, there's a lot of like WWE network content. WWE Evil, it's not on the network, it's on Peacock. But you know, there are ways to watch it.
Have you watched it?
I watched the first 2 episodes. Not bad. It's not bad. It's basically, telling the story of like every episode is a different heel. So the first episode was Hollywood Hogan. Second episode was The Miz. I always say this, every time they do a Miz thing, right, you end up liking The Miz more.
Nice, that's great.
Even though it's about how he became a heel and, like what goes behind his character. The more I watch about Hogan's stuff, it's like, the more I dislike Terry Bollea.
The thing is, I heard that it's a executive produced and narrated by John Cena or something.
Yes, so John Cena is narrating the thing. No, executive producer is still Kevin Dunn and Vince McMahon.
Okay.
So it's definitely a WWE project. They didn't like bury their talents that hard. But I think there were a lot of things said about Hogan. But these are all stories we know about how he politic, creative control, the whole Vince Russo thing. The infamous one where Jeff Jarrett just lay down for Hogan.
Did they talk about how he says, that doesn't work for me, brother?
I think Eric Bischoff and Kevin Nash said those lines. Like they mocked, like they said it in his voice. That doesn't work for me, brother. Yeah.
Man. Okay, this looks and sounds and feels like one of the WWE A&E biographies from last year.
Correct.
That kind of production quality, right? And does it, because it's done on Peacock, do you feel like it's more balanced or it's still very pro WWE?
It's still pro WWE. Like I said, executive producer Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn. So they are not going to go into like steroid trial, like outside the business. Maybe a little bit with the politics from Hulk Hogan. That's why he's the first episode, the most scandalous, right?
Interesting move not putting it on the network. Huh? What do you think they do it for?
They're probably doing it for branding for like their content on Peacock lah. They want to drive more people there. If you see, here's the thing, right? If you have the WWE network, automatically they assume you are already a fan, right? Why else would you have the WWE network? But if you are a Peacock subscriber, you could be a fan of live sports, of whatever other shows they have. You know what I mean? So technically, they also need to woo the Peacock audience to watch the WWE content. Does that make sense?
Of course, bro. Give it 3 years, right, bro? Pro wrestling, the future of pro wrestling will be streaming wars.
Yeah.
You know for sure.
That one, WWE on Peacock, and the other one is freaking AEW on Warner or HBO.
Yeah, HBO Go. Bro, that will change shit, man. I tell you.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that stuff. Like I said, there's just so much wrestling content right now. It's kind of crazy. So take your pick, people. And if you don't have the time to watch it, well, we'll review it for you. The North American stuff anyway.
Yeah. Bro, we are like the Jim Cornette of from Singapore, bro.
Sure. That's very high praise.
Yeah, of course. You are, bro. Indeed.
I'm glad that you think of us that way. Okay, so before we get into Stand and Deliver, very quick shout out to Grapple Max, who are doing their second live event post-pandemic in April, the second week of April, I believe. Is it April 9th?
April 9th. Yes. It's on a Saturday.
2. Yes, Fuck COVID 2 is on. We don't have a fight card yet, but we are going to be there. If you're going, I can't wait to see you. Please come say hi to us. The kids of the Gut fam, what's up, man? It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's called Fuck COVID 2, the second dose, bro.
The second dose. I love it.
I hope we get a booster shot. I hope we get Omicron, Delta. Okay,
hey, Choi, knock on wood. Okay, let's jump into our preview. Let's take a look at NXT Stand and Deliver. I know you don't watch too much NXT.
Yeah, I do not.
I will try to put some context to it all. It looks like a full card. By the way, it's not like just 3 matches, okay? I think this is going to kick it all. I see it on the match listings here. 5-way ladder match for the NXT North American Championship.
Wow, okay.
So in the same vein as several ladder matches that have happened in the past at takeovers, this time it is a 5-way. Carmelo Hayes, who's the champ, versus Santos Escobar versus Solo Sikoa, aka the third Uso, versus Grayson Waller.
Okay.
Versus Cameron Grimes or A-Kid or Roderick Strong. Okay, the last slot has been reserved for all the losers in the qualifying matches. So they will fight on NXT this week, and the winner will move on to this ladder match.
Well, from those names, who do you think or who do you want to see in the match?
Well, first of all, okay, Cameron Grimes, A-Kid, or Roderick Strong, right? So A-Kid is this Spanish wrestler. He just came over from NXT UK. If they want to hotshot him, maybe. I mean, let's face it, Roderick Strong is kind of
on the way out, seems like it.
Yeah. Also, I have to say, this whole thing with Diamond Mine, don't know if they face or heel. They are feuding with heel tag teams. Whereas, Diamond Mine is a mess as well. You talk about shitty booking on AEW. Over here on NXT 2.0, I think they don't care about their alignment one. They just, okay lah, nobody fight. Okay, you fight Diamond Mine. Even though it's heel versus heel. Like, what?
Okay.
It's
so
very
who
weird.
is the Diamond Mine? Okay, Roderick Strong in this case, he is not, like, very vague, his character.
He's supposed to be heel. He acts as a heel.
Okay.
But he gets booked sometimes versus heel. So, okay, whatever. Obviously, it's a crime that Cameron Grimes isn't already in. I think maybe they are trying to build momentum for him because he lost his qualifying match. What I hate, and I said it on my stream the other day when I was playing WWE 2K22, is Cameron Grimes, because we had a match with him, and then he came out, his old self was all hairy and shit.
Yeah.
Now they've trimmed everything down. He looks so bland and white. I mean, his skin is so pale. Like...
I thought it was handsome, right? When we shave everything down.
Yeah, but it makes him not stand out anymore. Like when he was dirty and like hairy everywhere, at least he had a look. You know what I mean? And
did he shave his chest also?
Yeah, well, he trimmed. He didn't shave, so you still can see, but it's nice and trim. So I'm like, why? What is this corporate Grimes? Like, I'm not a fan of it. Like he at least stood out. You can even still play his I have money and that's why I don't care. I'll wear whatever the fuck I want, look however the fuck I want because I have money. Or you could play that angle, but no, he's just very bland now.
Okay. So that's an issue right there, lah. And the thing is, Cameron Grimes was supposed to win the. North America. She was contending for it, right?
Yeah,
and he lost.
Yeah, exactly. Jason says A-Kid or A-Kid. I'm just gonna call him A-Kid, like A-Kid. What the fuck is A-Kid? A-Kid should have been good. His booking sucks. Well, there's a lot more that sucks there. Like literally, he came in into a qualifying match and blah blah blah. It was just uninspiring booking. You take a look at this whole thing, and this doesn't make sense. Okay. Hear me out. The story of how this 5-way ladder match came to be. Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, and a bunch of no-name friends, i.e. actors, in a barbershop. They're talking about, yo, what are you gonna do for Stand and Deliver, man? Then Carmelo is like, I'm gonna make everybody famous. I'm gonna give them opportunity. 5-way ladder match for my title. It's like, why would you as a champion actually put yourself through that?
He was the one that booked it.
He literally booked the match. Like, he said, I'm going to organize a like this on community thing, you know? I organized outing to the zoo. No, he organized a fatal 5-way ladder match. And then he is the one who booked all the matches. I'm like, wow, since when you have so much power?
So he ran his division lah.
Yeah, but it kind of doesn't make sense, right? Like, don't you need an authority figure to go, okay, yeah, this is how you progress, not the champ. And you as a champion, as a heel champion, no less, like, what? Are you trying to say that you are so cocky that you would book yourself in this match where you are at a huge disadvantage? I don't understand.
A bit hard when your general manager role really go over and create his own Blackpool Combat Club.
Okay, yeah, that name, we'll see if that goes over. But my whole thing with Carmelo Hayes is, if he were a face and he's like, I want to give the best an opportunity, at least that works for me. That makes sense, right? But he's a heel, so I don't understand where this is going.
It's that's the reason why I don't watch NXT, bro.
Yeah,
confuses me.
Okay, then we move on from that. I don't know. Maybe it's time for Grimes. Solo Sikoa has been feuding with Walter or Gunther, which is another like. Why isn't Gunther going straight for Braun Breaker?
I shall refuse to say that name. But what is Walter doing in this match or in this show?
He has a thing with versus the Creeds. Okay, no. Walter himself is not here. He has a match with LA Knight. Okay, there you go. I forgot.
Okay, yes, just kidding. I remember some of the promos that I saw online.
Yeah. Okay, this should be a good match based on their names, based on the promos. This were all LA Knight. And his promos are, but beyond that, it's like, okay lah, it just is a match. You know what I mean?
Walter as a character, as like his impact on NXT 2.0, how has he been? Like, name aside. What do you mean? Is he still treating him like a big deal?
They try to, but he's not having squash matches, which is how you should book him. You should book him. He goes in there and he fucks people up easy.
Yeah,
right,
that's
but
why
he's having competitive matches with like Solo Sikoa and other people like that. So it's like,
I've said for the longest time, he needs to be the Thanos of NXT, bro.
Yeah,
like you need 6 people to just take him down.
Look, if you put Gunther across the ring from Brock Lesnar, I can believe.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
For a moment, I would believe if Keith Lee against Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but no, of course not now, lah. But like you put Daba Kato, you put Omos versus Brock. I'm like, no, it looks like shit, right? But Gunther, yes. So I don't know why they're like fucking around with Gunther on NXT.
I see Gunther something like a Samoa Joe from back in the day. Like he's physical, he's athletic. Yeah. He can fight a whole bunch of different styles of opponents.
He immediately stands out in a menacing way. Like, we've talked about this. Omos is tall and he's big, but he doesn't look menacing. Same for Daba Kato. What was his other name?
Commander Aziz.
Commander Aziz Daba Kato lah. That's his raw name. Babatunde is his real name, right? Isn't it?
Yes, indeed. So we are the thing. Why is Gunther not either NXT champion by now or not even on the main roster?
Not even contending for the championship is my issue.
I mean, hopefully this year will be the year that he wins the title and gives himself some sort of a push.
Yeah, I think what it is because obviously the shiny new product, the one they want to push and groom is Braun Breaker, right?
Yep.
So they're like, okay, let's not ruin Gunther by having him lose to Braun Breaker, because the rumors are he is going to the main roster sooner than later. Yeah, Braun. Like, they have so much confidence in him.
Okay. Honestly, 10 years down the road, I can see Braun Breaker versus Cable Stevenson for the WWE title.
Sure. Yeah, it works, right?
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like, let the people in the now take the shine, take their time, so that people can have a connection and get invested in these people.
Well, it is what it is. Talking about connection, obviously since we already very quickly talked about it, let's move on from the 5-way. Honestly, at this point also, I kind of don't care who wins. Let's see, which is sad. Right. LA Knight versus Gunther. Gunther needs to win, which I feel bad for LA Knight because it seems like he's lost every single program he's been in.
Every single big program, right?
Yeah. But even the thing with Grayson Waller, didn't he lose?
Yes, he did. That's the thing. Like, LA Knight is great. I love him as a character. I saw he did like a backstage promo with Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler after Raw.
Yeah.
He felt like a natural. He felt like he could fit. I think he should do like segments with The Miz. I don't see him doing that.
He should be in there. Actually, I hate to say this, but if he went to the main roster, he might get used like a Robert Roode or Dolph Ziggler. In that we know he's a good hand. He'll do good matches, good promos, but
give him a mic and let Vince McMahon see. I think he might see some potential there.
I hope so.
Yeah.
LA Knight versus Gunther. As much as I want LA Knight to win, I think they need to give some kind of shine, some kind of dominant run to Imperium. If not, like, why did you even bring him here?
Yeah, that's true. Irvin just said, Gunther getting abs last year.
He's like, okay, not only do I have to look menacing, I have to get abs.
Yeah, I tell you, he's doing everything in his power to not be treated like a joke. So hopefully WWE sees his potential.
Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony D'Angelo. Okay, this is the whole, I'm going to leave NXT soon, and then Tony D'Angelo challenges him and disrespects him. So, in all honesty, right, like, because this is his go-away match, I feel like he might just lose to Tony.
Do you like Tony, what he's doing right now?
Not really. Like,
right?
He doesn't stand out to me in the ring. His character is a bit of a caricature, right? It's not even like, okay, like, Scott Hall, as an example, right? He started out as a caricature. He's like this, oozing machismo, but he made it his own to a point where Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, it was the same guy. Yeah. He literally oozed machismo. You couldn't tell the difference. He was so into it. With Tony D'Angelo, it still feels like, I'm playing an Italian gangster. It still feels like he's acting.
Yeah. He plays the character not as opposed to he is the character.
Yeah, exactly. So and I think that's why, to me, Tony D'Angelo is not connecting, or he seems kind of hokey.
But why is he giving so many chances? Like, can he perform in the ring though?
I think it's okay only. Like, nothing super special. He needs entourage. It says because Tony D'Angelo is a mafia guy. Without a mafia, that makes a lot of sense actually. Have him, and then he can be the whole mafia thing, right? He go and feud with Santos and Legado del Fantasma. Gang war or faction war.
Yeah, that's true. And then at the end of the day, I feel like they're still gonna give chances to like the young stars. I think they're trying to give them every single chance to succeed. Some have swam, some have sunk. Braun Breaker clearly. Yeah. Even Grayson Waller, to an extent, I feel has kind of like made some sort of impact. But Tony D'Angelo, not really.
Yeah. For me, Grayson Waller is a bit funny. Like, I feel like he was okay on his own with his LA Knight feud and everything. The second he brought in the bodyguard, it got annoying. I don't know why. Maybe the bodyguard looks boring.
The bodyguard is the Indian tag team partner of Veer, right?
Is it? Was he Veer's tag team?
I think they're part of Indoshare.
Was he the other Indoshare guy?
I believe so. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. He doesn't do anything for me. Nor do I think he does anything for Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller as a character, like, you can. Okay, it has a lot of parallels with people like Austin Theory, for example, or Sammy Guevara. Like, remember when Sammy Guevara was taking selfies all the time?
Yep.
Like, it's sort of that similar vein. And for whatever reason, there's sort of a shit, like, wow, them chibai face, you want to punch him?
He's like a Logan Paul.
Yeah. Like, I don't think he needs a bodyguard. You know?
He needs to be that opportunistic guy, takes advantage of situations.
Evasive, you like always try to get your hands on him, but he like somehow sneaks away, then you're like, damn it! and then the crowd will want to, at some point be like, all right, no, lock him in a cage with the good guy and have the good guy beat him up.
I think just the chemistry of him with the Indian guy, just like no link. No link.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, let's move on then. Imperium, that's Eichner and Bartel versus the Creeds versus MSK. It's very interesting, this match, because the crowd, right? So the Creed brothers are Diamond Mine, who has a heel leader in Roderick Strong. Malcolm Bivens, heel manager. Creed brothers are getting cheers. And even though they're supposed to be heels, I think somehow they've embraced, the audience has embraced them. So
they like his style.
Yeah, they like their style. So we got heels, but they're more face in terms of the crowd. Imperium, straight heels. Very easy, right? MSK, again, after they rebranded with Riddle, they got a bit of cheers, but now they're getting booed again.
Really?
Yeah.
So they are losing their luster.
Again. So it's quite obvious that the NXT audience wants to boo them. Or something about MSK is just rubbing people the wrong way.
What's wrong? Are they like the Young Bucks kind of heat? Like, people just don't like them as people or what?
Yeah. I think they just, I don't know what it is, but they are the flippy shit sort of wrestlers, Yeah. And I don't think it's a case of the crowd wants proper wrestling or whatever. No, it's just that maybe they feel like they're being pushed down their throats.
Some people, they're very unfortunate. Just people just don't like their face. You can't do anything about it.
Poor things, right? But yeah, so they're getting booed. The Creeds, who are heels, are getting cheered. So I feel like maybe this is the Creeds' time.
The current champions are Imperium, right?
And they're just boring.
Okay, they're just match workers, really good, solid workers, but they're just nothing interesting about them.
Yeah, but that's the whole gimmick anyway.
They're smart. They lean into that.
Yeah. Jason says he doesn't like MSK as well. So there is something about them that rubs people the wrong way, for sure.
But it's their work rate, they have the ability to have great matches.
Yeah, they're not shit wrestlers by any stretch of the imagination. They might do too many flippy things, but they're not bad, right? Yeah. The Creeds are very they're shooters, they're legit shooters, wrestlers, because that's their whole gimmick, they're wrestlers, what? So
Diamond Mine or legit people.
Yeah, so the crowd has been getting behind the Creed brothers. So I wouldn't be surprised if, unless they're like, all right, you know what, let's lean into MSK and then get them the titles. They'll get even more heat, and then they properly turn heel.
Honestly, I feel like MSK just works better for AEW. They will be in a puddle filled with people of their stature.
No, yeah, if they went to AEW, it would be like MSK, Private Party, all the same.
Yeah, they probably will be there. But the thing is, I feel like that's the kind of crowd that they probably appeal to them.
Probably.
Yeah. So not the young. The NXT family. I don't know whether they are family friendly anymore, but
no, not with all the Test and Alberts.
Yeah, they're being all sexy, right? They're trying to be sexy, right?
Yeah, they're trying to be young and hip, lah. And that's what it is, right? If you try to shove something down our throats and tell you this is young and hip, people will automatically turn around and say, "Fuck you."
Yeah. You don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's exactly it. So that's probably what's going on with MSK. The young and the actually young and hip people are like, stop trying to appeal to me. This sucks. I will like whoever I want to like. Okay. So, you got that match. You have a triple threat. Mandy. The champion, the NXT Women's Champion versus Cora Jade versus... Fatal 4-Way. Mandy, Cora, Io, Kaylee Ray.
Oh, okay. Explain to me something. Because Kaylee Ray and Io won the Dusty Classic, right? For the women.
Yes.
Then how did it become a singles title match?
I have no idea. This one somehow I maybe didn't pay attention.
Is it I don't know whether I read this correctly. Somehow, instead of cashing in their shot for the tag team titles, they decided to go after the singles title or something like that.
Can me?
That's why. Someone in the chat, please explain, because that's just what I read offhand. I never even watched this whole situation go down.
It would make more sense if you had two tag team champions. They're supposed to be a tag team, but they have to fight for the women's champion. At least this gives them conflict. If they really booked it we are just going to take our win and cash in for a single shot, then that makes no sense whatsoever.
Unless they're playing with the technicality, because they always say the Dusty Tag Team champions will get a shot at the title, but they never say which title.
Oh, well, that's just dumb. That's lazy lazy booking.
But there's nothing on the rest of Toxic Attraction, right? They're not having matches, right?
They will probably be featured in promo packages. You'll see their text pop up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They keep doing that. It's like, oh my god. They are so like, it's so obvious they're trying to target a younger crowd. You know what I mean? Like the promos where they're like, hey, what are you doing? Whoop, whoop. Oh, and then that's how they do their promos via text.
Sounds like a Channel 5 production, bro. They've been really focusing on like doing the digital screen, got the screenshot of the video all coming out.
Yeah. They plan to win the Dusty Cup and then go for the women's title. What? Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes about as much sense as, let's say, the Viking Raiders giving up their title shots and going at Roman. Oh, if NXT can do it, then WWE main roster can do it. That's stupid lah. Stop lah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's just dumb.
Daniel and Irvin, you guys have great points. You know what? This little things like this, right, makes me miss Triple H.
Yeah.
Makes me wish that, he didn't have to, that shit happen to him and he didn't have to, take a step back because his creative brain was the thing that made NXT watchable for me. Yeah.
I mean, just some common sense, Yeah. Like, I don't know which idiot wrote this, but freaking have them have the match with Toxic Attraction. And then have them fall out lah. They lose the match, they fall out. There's your reason for them to fight in the women's. This is so easy to book. Even a freaking novice like myself, I can come up with an idea better than they cash in their Dusty Cup win.
I tell you, bro, any guy or anybody playing WWE 2K, they create their universe mode, right? I think I'll probably watch that, enjoy that more than whatever WWE is happening right now.
You know what? It makes sense. It makes sense. So okay, is it time to hot shot to Cora? Is she ready?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think Mandy still got a bit more juice in her. I mean, a bit more championship juice in her.
Okay, is it time to push Kaylee Ray? Like, I look at this, right? Like, Io already had her time as a champion. She doesn't need the belt, right?
Yep.
Kaylee Ray hasn't established herself yet. She was dominant in NXT UK, yes, but
she needs to re-establish herself.
Yeah, and it's weird because Kaylee Ray has been a face, even though she was a dominant heel champion for a long time. But she's been a face that likes to smile and then beat and smash things with a baseball bat. So it's like she does heelish things, but she's a face.
Essentially, right, bro, like I feel like for the women's title, women's scene in NXT, Io needs to go to the main roster and become either the new Asuka or somehow have something with Asuka.
Yeah,
like that's her future right now. I think Mandy Rose has legitimized herself enough that I think when she goes back to the main roster, she can be actually a threat.
I feel like Mandy Rose has run its course
in NXT, right?
I think it works because she has a stable of hot chicks. Like they are all very attractive. Like that's the whole idea. They're eye candy, right? But in the ring, she still cannot deliver.
Really?
You look at this match, it's clearly going to be Kaylee Ray, Io Shirai, and Cora Jade holding the fort, right? And Cora Jade is still
Cora
very new.
Jade can wrestle better.
I think so. Well, she's still new. You know, see, okay, with Cora Jade, she's new, so you have an excuse. Mandy Rose got no excuse. She's been to the main roster and back. She's been there way too long. Or she can be, I don't know, partner up with Dolph Ziggler. Didn't they have a thing, remember?
Yeah, it's crazy because they posted a video of the two of them with the titles, right?
Yeah.
And then all the comments is like, Otis is vomiting right now. Where's Otis?
Remember, bring Otis back to NXT. But I don't know, do something there. There's so much there. It's okay. To me, Mandy and Toxic Attraction, so far, all their storylines have been very superficial. Which, if you think about it, fits the target audience they're going for.
Yeah.
It's
the
just,
TikTok generation, that's how you call it.
They just look hot, they do photo shoots, they have the occasional match, and that's it. There's nothing for us to sink our teeth into. Well, okay, figuratively, there's nothing for us to sink our teeth into, okay?
No, you know what? Like, I think this would be the perfect time if Sonya and Mandy revisit their rivalry, but this time Sonya as a face. Because essentially everything that Sonya accused Mandy of being, she kind of showed it in her heel character, right?
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, Sonya is the heel GM now. And apparently, from what I read from the dirt sheets, the few times that I do check them out anyway, Sonya is being groomed as the Stephanie McMahon heel character of this generation.
She's so good though.
Yeah,
she's like, I can see that. She's natural at being that heel authority figure.
Jason, yo, Shadow, what's up, Lavin? It's good to see you, my man.
Hey, the Shadow.
Jason says Mandy to lose the title and appear on SmackDown. Ooh, I think without toxic attraction, like without a stable, she can't stand on her own 2 feet. That's my call for Mandy Rose.
You know what? If she goes to SmackDown and she aligns herself with Sonya as her GM in her back pocket, I think she'll make a great heel champion.
So Mandy versus Naomi for like a million times. So this feud that we still don't know why they started feuding will go on forever.
I don't know, but I feel like that is an inbuilt story waiting to happen.
Sure. And then the thing is, right, okay, then the rest of Toxic Attraction are kind of left floating as well because like they are marketed as a package and
they're not ready also to go to the main roster, right?
Yeah, they're not ready to be by themselves, let alone go to the main roster. So that is a problem. So yeah, I think Mandy is going to stay on NXT for a while. And you're right, maybe, I think, okay, they're going to try to highlight Cora Jade as much as possible because she is the breakout star of the group.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe Raquel Gonzalez is injured. That's why she's not figured into the story.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Raquel. Raquel was the one that dropped the title to Mandy, right?
Yes. Yeah, well, after Dakota Kai came in, and then now Dakota Kai is hanging out with Wendy Chu. That's a whole different thing.
That should be on NXT level up, lah.
Wow! Big shout out to Dante Chen, who's been rocking it on NXT level up. Way to go!
You know what? I don't mind him. I think that's the spot he should be because I feel like on the main roster in NXT, they're not, unless they give him like substantial storylines, which they seem to be hinting with Robert Stone. But unless he gets like a real storyline, I don't think he should waste his time on NXT.
Yeah. Well, they tried to give him a storyline with Duke Hudson, and then they promptly just swept it under the rug. And now Duke Hudson is lip locking with Persia Pirotta.
Let's say Duke Hudson kind of benefited from that more, lah. Yeah. But the thing is, actually, the fire that Dante Chen showed when he fought that Duke Hudson in that blow off match was really, really good. Yeah. It's just that it just ended by a razor's edge, like. And that's it. Like
where he dropped him on his neck, and everybody was like, "Whoa, what the?"
Oh yeah, you saw that spot, right?
Yeah. Maybe don't do that anymore. Thank you. Lance Storm actually reacted to it. It's like that's how you get concussions.
As in, told Duke Hudson, right?
Yeah, on Twitter, he reacted to it on Twitter. So, Dolph Ziggler. Let's move on to the main event. Dolph Ziggler with Robert Roode in his corner versus Braun Breaker. Like, I mean, obviously, Dolph is there to put Braun Breaker over or make him look good, not necessarily put him over, because I'm thinking Vince loves this Braun Breaker. I'm thinking he's like, ooh, look at him. Look at the vascularity. Yes. And he's going to like hotshot him to the main roster sooner than later. Maybe even right after WrestleMania. So I'm thinking Braun loses this.
But Braun loses and Ziggler stays on NXT.
Yeah, to work with whoever else is next. Maybe LA Knight. Maybe your actually LA Knight.
Okay. It's interesting.
Oh,
I've been enjoying this Ziggler mini run.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, like I think it's great. But I just don't think Ziggler is meant to be in NXT for too long. It's supposed to be like a AJ Styles deal, you know, a cup of coffee, then go back to the main roster.
Right. You think so? Because to be honest, like on the main roster, I think he's having more fun. They're probably having way more fun working with the young guys, being in this spot, putting on better matches, you know. Because they have more time to do what they need to do versus like having just rando squash matches or just, you know, things like that. That's on Raw.
Even Roode brought back his like glorious theme song, right?
Oh my god, I legit felt chills when I heard glorious.
Nice.
Hey, Dante Chen is in the chat. What's up, my man?
Are you serious, Dante? We were just talking about you 5 minutes ago, man.
I swear my man lurks in the shadows in the chat. In the back. Every single episode.
Dante Chen lurks in the shadow.
Oh my god, that sounds so bad.
Shout out to our Patreon. The shadow right there.
Yes. But so yeah, just to put a bow on NXT Stand and Deliver. Obviously, I mean, we joked about there being too much wrestling this weekend. Obviously, we'll still watch it. I think Dolph and Braun will steal the show. I mean, Dolph Ziggler is the show stealer after all. Yep. I think it does NXT a lot of good if the two of them, i.e. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, stay and work with some of their newer guys.
Yeah.
And
honestly, can you imagine Ziggler selling for Gunther?
Oh my god. Yeah, well, I mean, they're both heel, so it might not work.
If there's anyone to put over Gunther and make him the NXT champion, I think Dolph Ziggler would be great.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, Dolph Ziggler, has so many other people to work with as well on NXT. So, yeah, can you imagine Dolph versus Cameron Grimes? Dolph versus, there are just so many possibilities.
Okay, stealing the show wise, I think it will be this match. I mean, it's not really stealing the show. You know that this match is going to deliver.
Yeah.
Stand and deliver.
Oh,
but I feel like the match that might surprise people, I think, could be the ladder match.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a match, so there's a spectacle already.
Yeah. But I want it to be as good as the first ever NXT ladder match from Takeover 2018. Do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
EC3,
so
blah blah.
Basically, all of them showing out, lah.
Yeah, I think that will be set the tone for a great WrestleMania weekend day. Hopefully.
And hopefully they all go out there to steal the show, and like NXT used to do, it still does. It's just under different branding, just a little bit more colorful.
We shall see. We will be hopeful that they will stand and deliver.
Okay, there you go. Big shout out to you, Dante Chen. He says appreciate the shout out. Hey, always, man. SG represent.
Bro, Dante Chen, you're always on our IG stories, always reacting to our posts. We really appreciate it, bro. Hopefully you are doing something this WrestleMania weekend. Let us know if anything's happening that weekend.
Yes, please tell us. In the meantime, talking about WrestleMania weekend, all right, let's dive into the WrestleMania preview proper, okay? Night 1, Night 2. Let's start with Night 1, first of all. Okay, it's an interesting one, and just looking at the card right now, I was like, okay, so maybe it won't be too long each night.
Is it the order? Is it there already?
I mean, card subject to change.
Okay.
Whatever listing people have up already, that's not going to be the final order of matches, right? But we'll just jump right into it. So, interestingly enough, both women's title matches are on Night 1? Really?
Yes.
Why?
So what I've heard, but that's the thing. Is there any women's presence in the second night? Is a tag team championships, right?
Yes, only the tag team. Oh wow. Okay, that's very interesting. Looks like night. Oh my god. Actually, I'm looking at the cards right now. If there were a night that you want to miss, I feel bad for saying this because every performer should be given their time and should be respected. But Night 1 looks like the weaker card.
But it's on the strength of the hype. But I think the matches might deliver.
Yes, you're right.
Because remember last year, nobody was really that excited for Bianca versus Sasha Banks.
Okay.
End up having match of the night.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Right. And this time around, you got Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. And that's where we'll jump in because it sounds like a good opener, doesn't it? Because it is one of those matches that, they have the match. The hype is not really there for this match. For whatever reason, their interactions haven't been there haven't been something outstanding to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if it's an issue with what they've been given to work with. There's the whole whipping Becky Lynch, and then after that, Becky Lynch crushed Bianca Belair's throat, and then she was out. But
and
then,
she's been out of TV also.
Yeah.
That loses the steam a lot.
Yes, yeah. So maybe they think they're okay, this one's fully built already. No need to build upon this feud anymore. So just let them rest.
Yeah,
so,
this was the issue we talked about last week as well. We were talking about how most of the matches are already set. It's as if WWE is like, okay, it's done. There's no reason to build any hype for the matches at all.
Legit, there's only one match that is still to be hyped up, and that's what Seth Rollins is going to do. The match that isn't a match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a first night as well?
We don't know yet because he's supposed to, quote unquote, hold up Raw this week, so we have to wait till tomorrow to see. Remember his promo last week? Raw will not happen, blah blah blah, until I get a match. So technically, next week, that's probably what they're gonna kick off Raw with. Seth Rollins holding up Raw.
Tomorrow, you mean, right?
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
Isn't that finally a reason to watch Raw tomorrow morning?
Yeah, exactly, right? So yes, kudos. Finally, we have something interesting to look forward to. Scalia. Okay, there's no Cody, and then somebody else just steps up.
We shall see. But I guess you're right. The opening match should be one of the women's titles.
Yeah. And based on hype and build, it's not going to be Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey. I think they've put more effort into highlighting Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey also a bigger name, right? Mm-hmm. So and she's been. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in just a bit. Pascal says they are doing call out. Like in my GM, yes, when you call out somebody.
Nice, man. Nice throwback. Yeah, so I really feel like in terms of work rate match, usually the kind of best matches is the one that starts the show and like really brings the wow factor, right?
So
I think Bianca winning the title and having like a wow moment, whether it's like power lifting Becky or doing some crazy ass shit, I think that would be the thing that really sets the tone for the festivities.
sure. I know, but Bianca has already had her moments at WrestleMania. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like this whole program, maybe like I don't want Becky to lose the belt. Like I don't see Bianca as this, even now less so of a worthy champ.
Okay. I mean, if you're saying that you want Becky to win and I want Bianca to win, I think that makes it even better.
Sure. It makes it sort of like, okay, yeah, let's see, you know, at least there's something to like. But then again, like to me, if Bianca wins, it's like, oh, okay, she wins and then she goes on another boring run.
I mean, I didn't personally think it was boring. I just think that it was so ruined by Becky's like domination of her in that 3 seconds that we kind of forgot everything that she accomplished in that 6 months.
Really though? Really like I said, the build up with her and Sasha Banks, right? Like it was okay lah. It was only okay. She had a great moment. So her title reign is marked by the moment. It was an amazing moment. And then everything else was like, man, it's like Big E winning the championship. Moment, then after that, meh. Kofi Kingston wins.
Kingston, right?
Yes, wins. Big moment, then after that, meh. So I think that, and you know, Jason brings up a good point. Maybe Bianca Belair shouldn't be a face. She was a dominant and a strong heel back in NXT, you forget.
She was doing great in NXT as a heel, right?
Yes, so maybe she just doesn't work as a face.
Interesting. Okay. I think we should put a bow on this match because we've got other matches.
Oh, a lot more matches. Well, to be honest, some of the other matches we're not going to spend a lot of time with because let's face it, what are we going to talk about when it comes to Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz and Logan Paul?
Bro, of course we're going to talk about how awesome Logan Paul is going to perform in this match.
Well, I mean...
Fingers crossed.
I mean, they've been putting out social media videos of him training. He's jumping off the top rope onto like a crash pad and everything, but let's face it lah, he's not going to be a Bad Bunny. I think Bad Bunny is like an anomaly.
I feel like a Bad Bunny, because of his huge fandom of pro wrestling, fueled that match to like some sort of greatness. And of course, John Morrison and The Miz help, right?
Yeah.
But I think Logan Paul is a different character. He's more of like, he's naturally athletic.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy, he will excel in anything he does, but not necessarily he loves it.
He's just
He sees WrestleMania confirm as just a cash grab for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%, right? And I mean, for the WWE point of view, they're like, okay, he will bring eyeballs to the product, so why not?
From what I see from his training and like the way like his mindset, I really think that he will surprise a lot of people. Like, I think he will be a natural in the ring, bro.
Really?
Yeah. And you have to understand, he's a really natural in boxing.
Yep.
He definitely has athleticism. He got the showmanship factor down pat. So,
but we all know this, what? Pro wrestling and like other sports, totally different moveset, totally different mindset. You know, like in boxing, you're not holding punches. You're not, putting on a show punch. So either this, I think it's not going to be bad. It just won't be. We shouldn't think of it as, it'll be a Bad Bunny sort of a level of performance. It'll just be like that.
I'm just saying that because we have Rey Mysterio there, we got The Miz.
Yeah, but we got Dominic.
Even Dominic is getting like a good hand in the ring as well.
Sure. But he's no veteran, so
we shall see.
And it's The Miz. You know how much I love The Miz, but it's The Miz. It's not like Morrison is the work rate guy.
The question is, right, Logan Paul is coming in as a heel. Would WWE give the victory to Logan Paul because he's a celebrity or let the faces win?
I feel like, because there was this one altercation, remember? They were talking shit about, where are they from? Cincinnati, Ohio. They were in Cincinnati, right? They're both from there. And then there was The Miz shat on Cincinnati so bad, and then Logan Paul looked at him like, hey, why, bro? You talking too much shit about hometown already. So I don't know if that was seeds of dissension.
Are you saying that Logan Paul's gonna turn on The Miz and celebrate the Mysterios?
Maybe. Just to give him a positive moment at the end. But the crowd is still going to boo him, lah. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Bro, I think you just booked the match itself, bro. It was gonna be the Mysterios winning.
Yeah.
Some sort of dissension between the Miz or miscommunication between the Miz and Logan Paul that led them to lose.
Yeah.
And then Logan Paul like, hey, what's up, bro? And then the Miz like, you suck, blah, blah, blah.
Then he would just punch the Miz and the crowd would cheer, oh, he punched the Miz, yeah. And then he gets to go out as a face lah.
Okay, I saved your $9.99 already, bro. We just watched this preview show enough already.
Bro, the network I already pay for, so it's okay.
Okay, fine. They already have us. They already caught us as a fan.
Right. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin.
Talk about a string of WrestleMania Woody matches, bro.
God damn it, man. Like, we all love Drew McIntyre, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, I want to enjoy Happy Corbin, but this whole thing has been, it's.
Can I say something very, I wouldn't say it's controversial, but if you think about it, right, Happy Corbin has the longest running character arc development this past year out of any superstar.
What? Right. From like poor broke ass Corbin from King.
Even before that, King of the Ring Corbin.
Yeah, from King to broke ass bum Corbin to winning in Las Vegas and then becoming happy, and then yeah.
I feel like he deserves to be on the WrestleMania card based on that character work alone.
Sure. But with I don't know, but it just, this entire feud just smacks of lower mid card. I think a lot of it has I think what it is Drew McIntyre is involved, and I think we all believe Drew McIntyre should be higher up in the card. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's like Happy Corbin challenging Ricochet for the IC title.
Good lah, okay lah. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. Yeah, that's a great point. If this were Happy Corbin versus Ricochet, I think we'd be like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
like
it's
whatever.
Drew.
But it's Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Okay, let's predict this. I'm gonna predict, right, it's just gonna be a 5-second squash.
Oh my god. Where Drew just comes in, hits the Claymore, that's it. Game over.
Painless, quick, everyone celebrates, move on.
Okay.
That's my hope.
Okay. And then what will Matt Moss do? Will he get involved? Will he also eat the Claymore? Or he gets decapitated this time by the Claymore?
We shall see a live decapitation on WrestleMania on a premium night event.
With the sword. Sekali they're like, let's use our AR effects and put CGI. Matt Moss getting his head chopped off.
No, please guys, this is PG. You know what I would love?
What?
Drew McIntyre does that, squash within how many 5 seconds, goes on top of the turnbuckle, motions his stomach like CM Punk.
Motion his stomach. At first I thought like, I'm hungry, bro. I'm full.
Like that.
Motions his stomach. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, wait, bro, I want to go and eat pizza. Snickers. Yeah. They're sponsored by Snickers. He's like, give me a Snickers, goddammit.
Yeah, look at these abs, no sneakers inside.
No, something. Yeah, that would be a great moment, actually. You're right. Foreign best booker of 2022. Let's go. Okay, let's move on. The Usos versus Shinsuke and Rick Boogs. Is it time for the Usos to drop the titles?
Okay, there's some interesting threads running through SmackDown because they talk about it on commentary. If the Usos were to drop the title, will this affect Roman Reigns' focus on the second night? Okay. So there's this inbuilt pressure. Apparently, that's like from the head of the table saying that, okay, you guys do not disappoint me.
Which could be a great storytelling device. So yes, have the Usos lose so you put doubt into Roman Reigns, right? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah. And we all know for a fact, as much as we are annoyed by Boogs and Shinsuke, they are actually over to the audience. Like, people always pop every time, the music comes out. The Boogs acts like an idiot. The most random pairing ever. I have to say, like, Boogs is a very likable character. Yep. But his association with Shinsuke just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, they tried to explain it as like every king needs a court in his needs a jester in his court. Sure, I guess, but he's no longer a king. And one thing is so funny, like okay, you know the Freddie Mercury comparison that they've been making
because he has the mustache and yeah. So every time I see him, right, I just think like, wow, if Freddie Mercury for some reason didn't get addicted to drugs and alcohol, but actually got addicted to like steroids, right? This is probably what happened to him. Yeah, he looks like a jacked up Freddie Mercury. Absolutely, he's like kind of pumped up, Damn funny. But yeah, it's you know what? I kind of in a way like them. I like them as a team. Well, to be fair, name me another SmackDown tag team. Go.
Wow.
This is how bad their division is right now. It's like
okay. To be fair, the New Day.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, that's shit. But
is Viking Raiders technically part of them?
I don't know. I don't care. Like,
I know. My second favorite tag team, bro.
Oh.
Los Lotharios.
Kiss Cam, bro. Kiss Cam.
They're bringing back them Kiss Cam, bro. And then I realized all the girls are all like developmental wrestlers.
Yeah lah, all plants lah, not real one lah. Walao, they cannot lah. There was this weird thing on SmackDown where I think, okay, so Ricochet had a fight with one of the Los Lotharios, right? He lost the match. So, was it?
Ricochet lost the match to like Humberto, is it?
Yeah, or something like that.
Or Angel Garza.
One of them lah. Then he challenged the other one and then lost that match. And then now they're gonna have on SmackDown a triple threat match for the IC title.
Well, you know where the IC title is right now, lah, guys.
Remember when Miz had the title and he made it super relevant? When
bro, where was that, bro? I really forget which year was that.
It was 2016.
Yeah.
Like this was when Miz suddenly turned super babyface. Remember when he blew up in Daniel Bryan's face on Talking Smack?
Even in 2018, where like Seth Rollins won the IC title, it was still a very good like standing.
And then now it's like so all the secondary titles are a bit nonsense lah. I mean, on the US title side, you got Damian Priest and Finn Balor, and Finn, is he even on the card?
Finn and Damian, I thought we have had a one-on-one match. That it was such an easy thing to book.
Yeah.
And then IC title should have been a Razor Ramon tribute. It was so easy to book as well.
Yes.
But then all of them will be in the Andre Battle Royal.
Andre the Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown, right? But like, there are so many talents that are not getting on the card. It's sinful lah. It's sinful.
It's become a thing apparently, because last year that was the first time that they had the Andre the Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown, and Jey Uso won it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I'd rather watch that than Happy Corbin and McIntyre, bro.
Sure. Irvin says still annoyed they never follow through on the earlier thing. Why, bro? Why? That one they dropped better. Irvin, you thirsty for earlier? Is it like I get that, but the earlier needs to go back to NXT. I'm sorry,
but bro, come on, we haven't seen a more iconic outfit since the thong, right? With Aliyah's side. You know, those like side slides. Do you see her pants that she's wearing?
Yeah. There's not. I mean, she's
not wearing it.
She's still terrible though. She's not great. She's nowhere near good in the ring, and her promos are just the word. We've all seen that clip, right? Of her doing a promo backstage. She's like, Natalia, and then she's like reading off the she keeps looking to the side to read the script. I'm going to beat you, and yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Sometimes when you're beautiful, you just get away with a lot of things.
If you can't, no, she's at NXT. That's what she needs to do. Okay. Okay, I feel so bad. I feel very bad now. You do you, girl. You do. Yeah.
Let her be, bro. Let her be.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey.
I would say this is like the middle of the card.
You think so? Okay, because the rumor is that Stone Cold Steve Austin will be wrapping up the night, so the KO show will be the last thing, right?
Yeah.
Which is like, in the history of WrestleMania, has there been a segment that wraps up the night?
I don't think so, but honestly, it makes sense. Sends the crowd home happy. It's in Dallas. Everyone's gonna pop crazy for Stone Cold, and I think it will be like a good right before the night 2 kind of vibe, you know?
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Irvin says Aaliyah Mysterio, not the other Aaliyah. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
We just wasted 3 minutes of ranting, bro.
It's okay. It's still relevant because, Aaliyah needs to go back to NXT. That's still my point. Tovakin, it's good to see you, man. Happy Monday, bro.
What's up, Tovakin?
Okay. So, back to this, right? Let's talk about Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey first. So, this one is very easy to predict, because they've done nothing but like destroy Ronda Rousey. Like, Charlotte Flair has been putting her through tables, smashing her on car hoods, like fish hooking her mouth. it all seems to be leading up to Ronda Rousey getting the cup, or rather, Charlotte Flair getting her comeuppance, right?
Yeah, and it makes sense because Ronda Rousey wants to complete that streak of all the women's titles. She hasn't won the SmackDown women's title before. And like clearly they are trying to push her as this like mother who just came back, who's a baby face, blah blah blah. But we know what's the issue with Ronda Rousey right now.
Yeah, the fact that she is playing this character that honestly is not her. She's forced to cut promos, and she's not great at promos, right? I think her first run. Okay, here's the thing. Her first run, she was Ronda Rousey. She had the mystique. She was going in and just destroying girls. Yeah, and it was great. It worked to her persona. She was a heel and everything. And then she went and got salty about it. Work or shoot, whatever. So now they bring her back and okay, you're going to be the babyface, but in order to be a babyface, you cannot frown. You must smile. So now you have this Ronda Rousey that's smiling all the time, which is like very confusing, I think, to a lot of people. And it doesn't. I mean, her whole image is that she's a badass.
Yeah. Do you think she has regress in the ring?
Yes.
Or in the ring as well, right?
Yeah, but to be fair, she hasn't had that many matches. Well, actually, that's probably the reason. Ring rust is real.
Yeah, you know what? I honestly think she was really good in her first run because she took it seriously. She had a lot of people training her, backing her up. She was still fresh off UFC. But now coming back, she's been away from 2 years, literally becoming a mother. Yeah. And I don't think her heart is in this return. In my mind, I feel like she's still doing it as like I didn't really had a good ending to my first run. Yeah. I still have a bit of like black thoughts about it or whatever, but I'm still doing it because it's for me to earn money because she's still under contract. Right?
I don't know if her heart is not into it, or maybe her heart is not into what she's been given. It could be a writing or the script or whatever bullshit that she's been given. She's like, okay, lor. She's being forced to do shit that's not natural for her.
Let's be honest, bro. If she were to return, the match she should be having is against Becky Lynch. Right? But problem is Becky Lynch has turned heel, but I think people will still cheer for Becky Lynch over Ronda Rousey no matter what.
Right, and Charlotte is a very dependable heel. She is so good at being so smug. It's like, okay, there's no way that people cheer for Charlotte out of the blue. Yeah. You may be right. And also, the rumor was, according to the dirt sheets, that they're saving Becky versus Rousey for next year's WrestleMania, remember?
Hollywood, yeah.
Yeah, so that could be a different thing. Fiaz actually brings up a very good point. Just watch the segment Shayna and Rousey prepping for WrestleMania because they are friends. Yep. Imagine if Rousey wins and then Shayna betrays her for the belt. As much as I freaking love that idea, the two MMA people going at it, I don't think Vince has a lot of hope in Shayna Baszler. We've seen how they've treated Shayna Baszler. I don't think that's in the cards, bro.
Well, you brought up a great point, Fias, and Young as well. I saw that YouTube. You know what? This YouTube video should be playing on the main roster. Yeah, because right, like the videos really make the matches seem more legit than the actual segments on Raw and SmackDown.
Well, maybe they'll play on SmackDown, to be fair. They just put out the video. Maybe they only just filmed it,
Yeah, like I saw a video, like it really made me like Ronda. Like it was the first thing that she's done since her comeback, make her feel real and authentic. You know what I mean?
We go back to authenticity, right? Nothing she's doing right now is authentic. Her going out,
she's being given. You know what I mean? It could be a writer problem.
Yeah, going out smiling and then cutting shit promos. Oh,
I wouldn't let her touch the mic, bro.
No, she needs to go in there, throw some people around, break their arm, and leave. That's all she needs. She should be booked like a Goldberg. Yeah, it's as simple as that.
A good women manager.
Yeah, or get her a mouthpiece. Exactly. The Shadow says, speaking of mothers, Angela was over or better than Rousey as Angela Lee. Okay, let's not get crazy here. Like Angela Lee had a great performance this past weekend at the One Championship, right? But let's not get crazy here, okay? Chill. Different level of competition there, huh?
Yeah. It's like you're comparing like Brock Lesnar and Jake Hager.
Yeah, exactly. Both, same spot, but different levels to this game, my friend. Yeah. Yes, and we definitely agree that Shayna Baszler deserves better. So, okay, so the two wild cards. One, Seth Rollins Open Challenge.
You don't know which day?
Yeah, we don't know which day, so it could be day 1, day 2. Seth Rollins, I mean, obviously, people are already chanting Cody, right? Maybe we'll talk about it now. Then, is it Cody Rhodes? Is it
if it happens? Will it be on the first night or second night? Which one you think will be the better placement?
I don't know. First, maybe it could be the very first thing that happens at WrestleMania. Actually,
Ooh, sets the tone.
It depends on how this thing pans out on Raw. Really, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Then, right, if that is the thing that sets the tone, I think Seth Rollins starting out WrestleMania as an open challenge, would be
exactly. So if Cody shows up on Raw, and at this point, why would he? It doesn't make sense. Like, to have Seth go to Raw, hold up Raw, and then maybe they're like, okay, fine, you get to have an open challenge match.
Yeah.
That's it. And then, so he starts off with the open challenge, and the first thing is, I hate to say this, but the first thing after Seth Rollins is like, who can challenge me? I'm the Messiah of WrestleMania. And then wrestling has more than one royal family.
No. Bro, must have the elaborate entrance. He comes out, rises from the stage
with a sledgehammer and smash the throne. Hey, wait, no, cannot.
No. The throne is already broken. He slowly picks up the throne and you go fix it back together.
Because he's now back in the WWE, right? So he must angkat the balls a bit.
Suck a bit.
Okay, he put the throne back and then he walked to the ring. Can you imagine? Yeah, that would be hilarious.
You know what would be super hilarious?
What?
He still comes out in his like royal garb, look like American Nightmare, right? But his underwear, his like trunks, right, got polka dots.
Yup. Oh, like an homage to his dad.
Yeah, and homage to his dad also groveling and asking for a job as well.
Walao. Okay, I think we just booked the opener of WrestleMania.
Guys, please watch this back if it really happens, and like you know.
I was asking the other day actually on my chat on Twitch, and I think some people did mention that he does have the rights to his music.
Yes, it's not owned by AEW.
Yeah, so he could come out to that, or he could come out with remember that one?
Show the smoking mirrors.
Yeah, Triple H retire. He take Triple H's entrance. Hey, please.
Oh man, I realized you didn't really talk much about Triple H, but happy retirement, Triple H.
So obviously, if you don't already know, I think most of us here know he officially announced his retirement, especially after his cardiac arrest situation, right? He's probably like, his body can't take it anymore, which, good for him, man. Like, he's already given so much to the business. I think a lot of people shit on him as well because for a long period, it seems like it was always about Triple H. But if you think about it, maybe he felt, and that was the era where, The Rock wasn't around as much, Stone Cold wasn't around as much. He had to shoulder a lot of the weight, right?
Yeah.
And of course, a lot of people shat on him because he married the boss's daughter. So it's like, we see what you're doing.
But for someone who married the boss's daughter, I think he has worked incredibly hard to prove himself despite that status. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So,
and if nothing else, his legacy, this last 10 years, this last decade, he's given us NXT. So you can't take that away from him.
That's right. So, okay. Moving on then. So, Cody versus Seth. It's going to be a great match. We know that both of them can work. Yep. And Seth will probably sell his ass off. No doubt about it, Cody has to win, right? It makes no sense for him to come back and lose.
I think Cody will get a babyface reaction the first time round. And everyone will be happy that he wins. But I tell you, give him 1 week, 2 weeks, until the crowd will start turning on him.
It depends on what kind of promos he gets. If he goes out there with like 10-minute long, like save the world promos, I think the crowd will turn.
And from what Fightful says, the report saying that Vince McMahon is going to keep everything about him that made him stand out in AEW. Like, they're not going to change the pyro presentation,
oh my God,
movesets, name. So like, they really wanted it to feel like a defection.
And not make him like Stardust or the old Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, because you know what? They need some main event names to play around with Roman Reigns.
True. And him versus Roman Reigns could be an interesting thing. I think it's more for the look of a defection, actually.
Yeah. And you know what happens when from WCW they move to WWE? They always get big pushes, right?
Yeah. And then based on that, we'll see how they go. So that opens WrestleMania. Wrapping up WrestleMania, and this has been talked about and rumored a lot, right? Steve Austin on the KO show. Look, this is not going to be a match. At most, it will be a brawl. It's not going to be a match. And you've had KO shitting on Dallas this whole time. We talked about it last week. The smart thing to do here is just get every Texan pro wrestler out there. Freaking Booker T comes out, Spinneroonie, X kick. Shawn Michael comes out, super kick. You know, sweet chin music.
You know what? I don't care if like it takes the shine away from Stone Cold. Even have Undertaker Gong coming out and choke slamming Kevin Owens.
Like we said, first night he comes out as Biker Taker and choke slams Kevin Owens, and then you have a JBL clothesline from hell, and then bam, stunner, and then it becomes this big celebration of Dallas on night one. I think that's a perfect way to end night one.
Big beer bash, celebrating the hometown heroes.
It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? And also this cuts down on the physicality that like any single individual has to do, because they're all retired and older. They probably can't, right?
The way you do it and still make Kevin Owens not look like a chump is that let him cut his promos first, let the Kevin Owens show really happen. It's a comparison with, remember the last WrestleMania in Dallas 32? Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family came out and cut a promo. They didn't have a match. And then they got interrupted by if I'm not wrong, they got interrupted by, was it John Cena? Then The Rock.
Rock. Yeah, but I mean, The Rock kind of jobbed them out also.
Yeah, The Rock came out and then fought the three of them. Yes, correct.
Yeah. So, but in this case, you have so many Texans beating up one guy. It makes sense, even though they're all retired. Okay lah. I mean, if you have HBK, Booker T, JBL, and Undertaker, and Stone Cold beating up on Kevin Owens, at least he doesn't look bad. Versus if only Stone Cold beats up Kevin Owens, then it's really like, hey, this retired old fella just beat you up.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I think Kevin Owens would be so happy that he gets this rub.
Yeah, bro, is all the legends? Like, even if it's just Stone Cold also, it's still a hell of a rub.
Can you imagine Kevin Owens as a 10-year-old knowing that this is going to be his life?
Yeah, right. He's going to share the ring at the main event of WrestleMania, essentially. Yeah. There we go. And that's the way to send the crowd home happy. Now, we move to night 2, and this is going to be an interesting one, because we all know that the last match has to be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Has to be.
Unification title. Yes.
Yeah, it makes no sense any other way. So we'll get to that in a bit. The matches that we have still left over: Queen Zelina, Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler. It's listed as the first match on the Wikipedia, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to be an opener. This will be the second match because it's a toilet break. Let's face it. Let's be real honest here.
Early toilet break for the second night. But what should be the first match in your opinion then?
Okay, there's Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be a brawl, a street fight. So this is not going to be the opener. It makes sense, right? Johnny Knoxville's not going to fucking wrestle, but he will take bumps. We know that.
Yeah, crazy. He's going to do some crazy ass stunt. Let's confirm that,
Yeah, so that... it's an anything goes match, so it's not much to talk about here. Sami Zayn is 100% getting all the rub, which is great for him. Mm-hmm. Finally, at least he's getting something, of worth and value out of all these things, right?
Yep.
Like freaking Johnny Knoxville putting his phone number out there and then him reacting to it is hilarious stuff. Have you seen the clips online?
That's right.
Literally, Sami Zayn, he's filming himself picking up his phone, and then randos just calling him, "Hello, is this Sami Zayn really?" And then he's like, "Yes," like damn fucking pissed off.
He is just done. He's just gonna Chris Rock the shit out of Johnny Knoxville, man.
No, but he's milking this for all it's worth, and kudos. He definitely deserves more attention. Who should win this? I mean, of course, we want the proper wrestler to win, but let's face it, Johnny Knoxville is going to have all his friends from the movie come out and beat up Sami Zayn.
Yeah. But you know what? I still think that's not going to be the opening match. It's still going to be fun, but it's just like, okay.
So then we have Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Now, I feel like this should be a middle match, somewhere in the middle of the card, because I think it's going to be a very good match. I don't know why I don't feel like this should be the opener.
Yeah, I don't think it should be. Honestly, you're right. This is low-key the match I'm looking forward to see.
Yeah, it is, because of what little we've seen of Pat McAfee, but what little we've seen has been very good.
What we know Austin Theory can do.
Yeah. So
And I think both wants to prove a point. I like it when both wrestlers got a point to prove.
yeah, and there's going to be one crazy ass spot somewhere.
Yeah, it's like Benoit and Angle in 2000 when you're fighting for the IC title. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not saying that they're on that level. I'm saying that the hunger, the desire, it will make it for an intense match, lah.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy because Pat McAfee is a commentator.
Yeah. No, I kind of think that this is where WWE is going. Like they want to have like celebrities in their back pocket that can wrestle anytime.
So when the moment hits like a WrestleMania, then okay, boom, you're out there. You're drawing eyeballs, right?
Yeah, and you've seen the kind of celebrities that they're going for are getting more like younger, more current,
and more athletic.
And more athletic. So they're like I don't know Bad Bunny is athletic, but like Logan Paul makes sense. Pat McAfee makes sense.
Bad Bunny is way more athletic than any of us here. Okay, let's be real. Look at what he did last WrestleMania. He is athletic. Okay. But to your point, I don't think this should be the starting match as well.
So what is this mystery? What is this opening match?
Okay. There's two more contenders for opening match, huh? And I think this might be it because Edge versus AJ Styles. I think it's a bit more involved, and I think it's very quote unquote personal. So it should be somewhere later on the card as well, don't you think?
Okay.
So let's talk about that match first. Edge, AJ Styles. The build. Are you enjoying this blue color light moonlighting Edge?
Blue double die. Bro, you know what? Honestly, I think the heel theme song is growing on me.
Okay.
It helps that it's the same band.
Yeah. Same
it
vibe.
feels like a evolution, right? But the thing is, like, I just think it's too much of a risk to do this experimentation on WrestleMania. You know what I mean? WrestleMania is where you have your like highlight reels, all your best of hits. You know.
But then again, okay, like looking back at Edge's history, I get what you mean, like 100%, because like I keep saying every week, he literally just turned face and he was having matches, with his wife and he's smiling, and then all of a sudden he's now broody shit, right? So AJ Styles though, like ever since Omos, right? Does it feel like AJ has been sort of just there?
Yes, because he hasn't had time to hit himself back up again.
Yeah, like he hasn't had like a marquee win, right? He's just been, and in fact, after he lost to Omos, he disappeared for a while. Now he come back, he kinda like attacked by Edge, concerto and everything, and he's been out as well. So it feels like he hasn't gained any momentum heading towards this match.
Yeah. I mean, he did have a great match with Seth Rollins.
Sure.
But it was more about Seth Rollins than more about AJ Styles.
No, that's exactly the point, right? Yeah. So
it's going to be hard to predict,
Yeah.
but I think that Edge wants to work with AJ Styles to put over AJ Styles.
Okay, you know what? I feel like this match to a casual fan is not that exciting. It's just a match between
It's just more of a story-driven match.
Yeah. Not even. I feel like the story has been kind of just last minute, right? But I think to the hardcore fans, the people who know these wrestlers, that's the match that we are, this could seal the show.
Yeah.
So this is more catered, I feel, towards the old school sort of like hardcore wrestler fans.
You're saying this is like HBK, Shawn Michaels shouldn't be at the starting of the match, should be like further down the card.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is not the sort of match that will pop a crowd instantly,
I would think it's a semi-main event of the show.
Yeah, yes, but not the opener. Which leaves us with one more match. Okay, who's gonna win? Edge, AJ Styles. Let's go.
I would say AJ Styles.
AJ Styles? Okay, yeah, he needs to, right, at this point?
Yeah, he needs to. And I know what is the match that's left. And honestly, I think that's a great idea or great choice for a first match.
Yeah, even though it's not exactly like a whoa, but it's a fun match, right? You know what I'm talking about. RK Bro versus the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy.
Honest opinion, bro. Don't you think these three tag teams is the most over tag teams of this generation? Like in the last 5 years?
Yeah, because that's
it's
very
a low bar.
It's a very low bar because they've done nothing else with any tag team.
But Team RK Bro has been over ever since they joined forces. Street Profits are like, always fan favorite, even though now they are giving heel tendencies.
Yeah.
And Alpha Academy has kind of been winning people over with their thank you.
Yeah. the Chad Gable has a lot of Kurt Angle vibes. He's not the type of guy that you immediately cheer or boo, but it's like once he starts being goofy, he grows on you.
He grows on you. And he already have Otis, which is like already a goofball.
Yeah. So I like this as the opener as well. I think, and we all know Montez Ford will do some crazy ass shit. He looks impressive, very physical and athletic.
So he will bring the highlight reel moments.
Riddle and Orton are over like crazy.
Randy Orton at this point in his career, he just walk in, hear the theme song, everyone will just go crazy for him really.
In fact, that should be the first. Champs are supposed to come out last, right? But who cares? In this case, the first theme song you hear has to be RK Bro.
Yeah.
I have voices in my head. Yeah, and then the
crowd will pop for sure.
The question is then, do we, as the first match, right? Do we have a title switch?
Okay. I personally would want RK Bro to keep the title.
Same. But I look at it from like keeping the crowd hype and crowd momentum point of view, and not so much as I want them to keep the title. You know what?
So you want them to be shocked at the first match?
No, not shocked. Like keep it on a high. So you start with high energy, and then you end with high energy because the faces won, right?
Yeah.
And also, what I also think will happen is the very next day on Raw, they will lose the title.
Or the very next day on Raw, the betrayal happens.
The turn. Yeah. Now is not the time for the turn. The turn should happen later. This is where they just go out there, have fun, have a great moment with the crowd.
Yeah. My reason why they should win, right? Let the crowd start off happy because they're going to end the night being upset.
Oh, yes. And, well, just, perfect segue. We're going to go to the... We went in the weirdest order, by the way.
Yes, we did.
Which I quite enjoyed,
It was a ride. It was a roller coaster ride, especially for the listeners. I hope you guys enjoyed the
And in a way, it was us going through the matches as we see it on paper, but formulating the match card along the way. So I actually quite enjoyed that. Maybe we should do that more often, huh?
Yeah, we should. We don't start from the start of bottom. We just don't know. Just go. Just jump.
Just random, and then see. Okay, no, this one should be first, second. So all right, obviously the night will end with Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, title for title, winner take all. Now.
Yeah.
Like you
Paul Heyman on a pole match.
Like you just alluded to earlier. Everyone feels like Roman Reigns will win. Right? It is the natural conclusion, but that's a heel winning and it ends the night on a down. How? I mean, okay, it's been done before. This is not to say that it's never been done before. It has been done before. Like I'm trying to remember. Like Brock himself winning the title at that WrestleMania where he dethroned The Undertaker.
Yes.
So there are examples of a heel winning the main event. Will this be one of them?
It has to be.
It
has to be. The whole point, honestly, as enjoyable as Cowboy Brock Lesnar has been, I feel that it's the whole point of him being that over is always the end game was to put over Roman Reigns, to give him the final stamp. Basically, right, this is Brock Lesnar giving back to the business the way Undertaker gave it to him. Because Roman Reigns doesn't need the rub.
Yeah.
But it's just this final push to like, okay, end boss of them all.
Yeah, and like, if Roman Reigns can freaking beat Brock Lesnar, who can possibly beat Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
And
put it this way, Brock Lesnar is Undertaker at this point.
Yeah, he can take a loss. It's fine. He still has his mystique, right? And very quick comparison, okay? I know I shouldn't do this too often, but I will right now. That's how you build a fucking superstar. Not like AEW where you have your main guys fighting jobber guys to 30-minute matches. No, you fucking squash them. So that when it comes to a match, now if can you imagine if Brock comes in and has 30-minute competitive matches with Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza and fucking what's his face, the 24/7 champion Reggie, right? Because they are friends, and then after that goes up against Roman Reigns. Do you think that makes any sense? And that is my biggest problem with AEW. They love doing that shit.
Yeah, they make it too competitive, bro. You just see this past week SmackDown. Brock Lesnar just sit at the back, right? Put his leg on the table table break.
No, they're probably like redoing the Pat McAfee thing.
Yeah. He chopped the table with his leg.
No, but
any of these goons, undercuts want to talk to even Brock Lesnar, I think he slapped them, they will fly.
Yeah.
That's how believable you know he can be.
Yeah, but you have to keep my whole point is you have to keep up the mystique of your champion, of your destroyer. That's why like what they're doing, just to use an example from the same company, Gunther. He's another person who I think they could make a Brock Lesnar 2.0.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Even like Roman Reigns right now, some people complain that he's being too much of a he's running away from Brock, blah blah blah. But I think it's really in line with his character. Honestly, it's in line because he's the kind of guy who doesn't want to get involved in unnecessary brawls.
He's not like a destroyer. He's a smart, quote unquote. He's a mafia boss. The mafia boss is not the one in front shooting people. He got his little people to do it. He just intimidates people when the time comes. It's not to say that he's not good at it, but why is he putting himself out there, risk getting hurt, that kind of stuff? It's completely in line with his character.
And one thing I have to give credit to WWE, right? The thing about this unification match that I feel that even going into this WrestleMania, the hype is still there for this particular match. They didn't rest on their laurels. We've known this match was going to happen months in advance. But every week on SmackDown, they have been making it interesting as fuck. I appreciate all the Attitude Era throwbacks, bro.
The forklift shit, wow, that one a bit much, yeah. And then obviously they had the forklift spike through the car. It's obviously a cut, right? There was nobody in the car. They couldn't risk having people in the car. But when I saw it, I was like, really? Vehicular homicide. They brought back vehicular homicide. Brock trying to kill Roman Reigns with a forklift.
That was my favorite parts of Attitude Era though. Like when every time like Triple H kena run over, no, Stone Cold, remember the forklift on Triple H, then he flipped over the car, he died.
Yeah. But somehow he survived, right? And then you see like, Roman Reigns.
It's stupid, it's goofy, but it's entertaining as fuck.
I guess. You're right. No, it's a spectacle and that's what we're sorely missing from today's wrestling.
So they didn't rest on their laurels. They make it a point that even though the match is set, every single week they try to keep it going. That's why I think feuds like Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, all are like lacking because they're not making it interesting week to week.
So is this a one match card?
It's a one match event.
I mean, I think, okay, maybe it's not. Like, there's a lot to look forward to, but this one match is overshadowing everything by leaps and bounds that it feels like a one-match card, when it really isn't. If you think about it, we even talked about it. We're looking forward to Pat McAfee, Austin Theory. We're looking forward to... I'm sure people are looking forward to Logan Paul or Johnny Knoxville, Sami Zayn, that kind of stuff. So
it's ironic that it's the 20th anniversary of WrestleMania 18.
Oh, why? What?
Because that going into the show, everyone thought it was a one match card, and it was a one match card essentially. Hogan and Rock.
Oh, okay, right.
Hogan and Rock, like once that match was set, right, it overshadowed everything.
Yeah,
but I found matches that I enjoyed in the show.
So there you go. So it seems like history loves to repeat itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, every anniversary decade, always the same shit they repeat. Bro, same thing, bro. Unification title match. 21 years ago, Vengeance was just happening, what?
Oh, you mean Chris Jericho becoming the undisputed champion?
Yeah.
Beating Stone Cold and The Rock in one night.
Yes, he will always still repeat that. Okay, ask you your opinion, like really like upfront, right? Out of all the unification matches or unification feuds that we've had throughout WWE history, is this, I would say, the most high profile, the one that you're most excited of?
Oh,
or
for
is there
sure.
any else you can compare?
No. This is for sure the one. Like literally, like okay, the one that you just brought up, Vengeance. That one, there were several contenders, right? Like obviously there were your front runners in Stone Cold and The Rock. But everyone else was like, maybe like a Kurt Angle. Are they going to do it? Chris Jericho was the complete underdog, right? In this one, it's like literally two of the biggest stars in the WWE right now. Collision Course and a match that we've been looking forward to for almost a year, it seems.
You talk about other unification title matches. Like even John Cena and Randy Orton had their unification match at TLC 2013. Technically they're the biggest stars from their era. But nobody gave a shit about that match because everyone was caring about Daniel Bryan, right?
Yeah. So, but also, John Cena wasn't celebrity John Cena then. He was there, but he wasn't movie star, Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, John Cena as well. Like Brock Lesnar has transcended. Everyone knows who Brock Lesnar is.
Yeah, I would say hyperbole right here, but like this is, I think, on the level of Austin Rock for this generation at least.
Yeah, I would tend to agree as well.
Maybe even like if you're gonna compare 10 years ago, Rock Cena.
Okay.
I would say this is about the same level.
Sure.
The biggest match, even though we've seen it a couple of times, but with these new characters, this story, I think it still feels very fresh.
What to me kind of blows my mind is, and this is both a good and a bad thing, right? So you have Roman Reigns winning the Universal Champion. I mean, combining the championships, and he becomes the end all be all. Nobody can touch him. He's showing up on both Raw and SmackDown, stuff like that. Where the hell do we go from there? Because obviously the next build is Rock versus Reigns. And I can't see him dropping the title to anybody in the interim. So you're telling me that Roman Reigns is going to hold on to both titles for another year? Cannot be right.
Maybe WWE is going to really try to go for Bruno Sammartino reign that's never been seen in the modern era. But I think... Brock Lesnar is going to take some time off after this.
Okay, yeah, sure. No, but
Makes
yeah,
sense.
if he takes some time off, then, I mean, who is even in contention? Who is even close at this point? Nobody. Like, they pushed one guy so far ahead of everybody else. It's like, and we know the end goal is to have this guy who's so far ahead of everybody else fight another guy who's even more famous. So it's like they're leaving everybody else in the dust. So you have a huge chasm in between your main event, like your champion, and everybody else. So that is a bit of a problem if you think about it.
Unless they do what Rock Cena did last year, because in 2011, Cena was the champion, right? So the thoughts was like the first match between them is gonna be Cena and Rock for the title, because but nobody thought who's gonna win over John Cena. John Cena was like unbeatable Super Cena at that point in time. But then unexpectedly came the rise of CM Punk. So what I'm saying is, it might be the plan for WWE is to keep the title on Roman Reigns all along. But you never know, somebody might rise up and like take the fans' attention away and want them to defeat Roman Reigns.
But bro, now we are talking about like WWE 2022 in this current era, right? Who can, even if you have somebody that talented, let's say of a CM Punk level, do you think they will let him be himself, drop pipe bombs? We all know that their promos are scripted and everything. Yeah. And if anybody goes off script, they might gonna fuck. I
don't know. I mean, we gotta ask the chat. Who do you want to see be the one to dethrone Roman? Because I really feel that I don't even want The Rock to beat Roman Reigns.
Right. You want you want new talent?
It goes against, it will go against like building Roman Reigns, to build him so many years for just The Rock to come out of nowhere and just defeat him.
Unless what happens is you have The Rock cost Roman Reigns his title, and then they can have a blood feud. Yeah. So that doesn't involve the title, so the title moves on.
That would be a great way to build up the rest of the roster. It can be like WrestleMania 19 then, like Rock Cena. Rock Stone Cold was like the third match from last. But they built Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar as the main event.
Right.
Yeah. So you never know. Never know.
If anything, something to look forward to this weekend. And we've gone for, I think, almost 2 hours with this WrestleMania preview. Like I said, there's just so much wrestling to catch up on, and we will fill you in. And, we can't wait for next week. If anything, post-event, you guys always have a lot to say. Chat always pops off. So, yeah, we'll have a lot to say, I'm sure, as well, about WrestleMania weekend.
To wrap it up, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for this year's WrestleMania?
Excited? The thing is, the problem is I'm excited for one match. Or maybe 2 matches max. So my excitement level for that match is like a 9 out of 10. But the rest of the card is maybe a 7.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's like one match is like everyone's attention. The rest is like, okay, I can get through the day and try to go for this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I know that match I will pay attention. The rest I might have in the background while I'm playing WWE 2K.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, okay. I'm excited overall for the whole week, like, Hall of Fame. I want to see Undertaker get inducted. Who doesn't want to see that?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how NXT Stand and Deliver actually delivers. With the new crowd of talent. A part of me is going to keep an eye out on the ROH Supercard.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, really.
I personally want to see what's that all about. How this presentation with Tony Khan is going to be about.
Yeah, well, the Briscoes and FTR are going to have fights. So that is actually one of the big matches that, people are looking forward to. And yeah, I also would love to see how Tony Khan handles ROH as well. So that is going to be another thing.
Could be a one-match card as well, like you said.
Could be. Oh.
But one thing I might be interested in seeing is that which AEW talents in ROH.
You know that they are going to cross-pollinate. So that one's not even a doubt. Oh, it just started pouring in my area. I don't know if it's raining where you are. I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah.
Not yet, but I think it's also a sign that we should wrap this up.
Yes, even the skies are enough wrestling. Okay, once again, everybody, thank you for hanging out. We appreciate it. Please join the Discord and chat with us more about pro wrestling. The Discord link is in the description. And of course, also in the description, the link to our Patreon. So if you would like to take your support of the podcast to the next level, to the moon. We should make a tier called To the Moon. You can do so. And of course, we appreciate whichever tier of support that is comfortable for you. And of course, we'll be back once again next Monday for more chat about, well, this time WrestleMania. Well, I don't know if we might have to start later because WrestleMania tends to go a bit longer.
Pretty sure that might happen. We'll keep you guys updated. No matter what.
Yeah, in the Discord or on Instagram.
Yeah, and also just a random shout out to any Muslim listeners listening. This time next week, first day of Ramadan. So I'm gonna watch the first night of WrestleMania fasting already, bro.
Oh boy, good luck. It becomes even more of a. Well, I don't want to make it sound like WrestleMania is going to be bad. Okay, it'll be good. It'll be fine. It will distract you from what you're doing.
It's perfect. You know why?
Why?
Because I will wake up very early for pre-dawn. So I'm up by 5 a.m.
Right.
I'm just going to stay up, watch WrestleMania, and I knock out at afternoon, bro. Wake up, just nice dinner already.
Yeah. Hey, that sounds like a good plan, bro. Especially if you're on leave. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to plug my own Twitch channel, by the way. Twitch.tv/Mister Young 98. That's MisterYoung 98. Because this Friday, I want to do something special. I'm going to be playing WWE 2K22, but I won't play. I will sim the WrestleMania card on my Twitch channel. Yeah, so this Friday, 2 p.m, because I've moved. Usually I stream on Fridays at night, but because, I need to have a life now, that things are opening up on Friday night, I'm moving the stream to afternoon, so I will sim the entire card and we will see what the computer says will happen at WrestleMania.
Awesome, bro. You know what? I mean, I'm on leave the whole week. I might just pop by, man.
Woo!
Give you some support over there. Like, bro, it's WrestleMania week. We gotta support all this wrestling thing. I wish we could have done something like physical.
Yeah.
But it's not possible given our current. Like I said, for me, I'm fasting and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
we'll definitely make something happen. Like next time we have a big show, we'll try our best.
Exactly. Anyway, thank you all for hanging us here today on the podcast. We'll see you again next week. We'll see you on the Discord anytime. Hey, it's Mr. Young.
And it's for in the building. Happy WrestleMania week.
Kick to the gut. I like it.